Hello, Greg. Always a pleasure, my friend. Good morning, Daniel. Good morning. Good morning. Good good morning. Oh, ha ha ha. All right. Oh, this lady. How's everybody going this morning? It's all right. That's right. How's everybody going? And the controller needs to get on board with connecting. Thinking about it. Fuck, this sucks. I don't like how this just sometimes doesn't work for reasons. That's fucking annoying. Lost 2 viewers. Sakes. They're not plugged into my hubs. They're plugged into the fucking double S fucking. It's plugged into the double S fucking port in the back. And like the other day, it wouldn't connect, and then I got up to go fucking do that, and then it just connected. It's like, something. Does something have to happen at the like beginning of every single one of my streams? Just some little technical difficulty to piss me off right out of the gates every single time. Just some weird, unexplainable thing every single time. Just some bizarre thing that has no explanation. Like, This one. Things that you like. How many times have I said this? And it's just, I just forget. Like, no, it just fucking malfunction right now. So. I don't know the password for.
The bear's eyes are dead and empty. Ice inside the fridge, slowly melting. The power has been cut off. A friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane wrapper. It looks nothing like the fridge.
Yeah, I need to pass time to wait for that ice to melt. That's what I need to do.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it.
Oh yeah, a woman lives in your attic. Yeah, she's been running a business up there for like 13 years.
You're alive and well. Don't keep me waiting now. What's in there? In that dark sarcophagus? Yes, yes. How was it? But what else did you find? Did anything survive? No, of course not. Have you located the entity?
Yeah, whatever.
A novelty dice maker? Well, spit it out. Why does she need the dice? For some kind of sorcery? Sometimes they use the ankle bones of sheep. I don't understand. If it's not her, then where is the source of the doom? How did she explain the curse?
Before you say anything, ask yourself, is the woman really able to withstand the truth? The narrative she's built herself, it does need tearing down. Just don't say you don't have any answer yet. The uncertainty is killing her. You've come this far, you know how to end it. There is an entity behind the entity.
Anyone that's darker. He became the source is in the taxidermist's shop. He became involved in arts darker than taxidermy and brought the void's boots down upon his place.
Wait, what? The entire economic system is cursed?
Yeah.
This woman's not healthy enough to withstand this level of stress.
Yeah. This must be cleansed of immigrant life. Yeah,
Another revolution?
that's right.
I understand what's going on here. You went in there, rummaged around, and accomplished nothing. And now you're telling me these intellectual things to cover up for it. It's okay. You don't have to. I was wrong to trust another person. I will manage this psychic calamity as I always have. Alone. On my own.
As she has to, every day. Maybe you were wrong. She's endured for at least 4 decades in this world.
Beast.
Thank you for nothing. Please do buy some books or be on your way.
Wow. Total psychic collapse between you two right now.
I am sorry we had to disappoint you, ma'am. Can we go now?
I'm gonna have to look something up because I have a question. Because once I've learned this in the spot. Disco Elysium. If I forget the thought, do the bonuses go away? Yes, they do. Yeah, the bonus will go away. Yeah, of course it does. If your natural and my number skill point is 3 and the thought says learn half and my number bar raised to 6, then I'm deducted. Oh. Daisies. Okay, so it's like, do I want this bonus? Lonesome Long Way. Learn bonuses from the thought. Learn cap from perception raised. Learning cap for perception raised to 5. Okay, so. First, okay, that's useless to me. That's useless to me. Okay. Okay, we're learning. We're learning. Okay, so this one is useless to me. I know. Rigorous self-critique, intelligence, insight, red check, heal, one. Oh, what? Left-wing dialogue options give you +4 experience, but you visual calculus -1. These ones give me bonuses. This one's a useless bonus, and this one's shitty. Okay. -2 empathy. Half-light, calm water. Very research bonus. This is trippy. I don't particularly want any of these. These ones are okay, I guess. Intelligence and FYS. What's FYS? Yes. Int psi and FYS is I don't know. This is marked. I don't get it. I don't get it. Okay, so anyways, we will do something that I do get. Volition 8, Inland Empire 10, Conceptualization, Visual Calculus. Oh, I gotta go up in it. Oh, maybe I can't do it from that. Maybe I can do it from outside the room. Or maybe I can go up there, I just can't stay there. Oh. I should probably put one in. Kathy, hello from the YouTube algo. Let's go. Let's get this stream rolling. I know. I'm such a Spirit Corp suggestion, empathy, authority. We're gonna start putting things in empathy just cause. Alright. Good to see you, Kathy. Okay. Alright. So we need to go see if I can examine that broken window now. Kathy, don't fixate on the bonuses too much. Get what feels right for this iteration of the guy. Yeah. Just fucking wing it, play it by ear, fucking just fuck it, right? Just give her. That's probably I mean, most already did the window thing and kind of failed it. Okay, so, what do I need to fucking... So, sometime after 21 o'clock. Okay. Time is it now? It is 20:05, day 3. So, that sounds like a good time to do that. Alright, yeah, we're gonna do that. Oh no.
This door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced. Someone here really values their security.
It's 55 minutes. How long is that gonna take? Where's Gary? It's still 2:05. It's still 20:05. It's been at least a minute. Time goes slower than real life in this game. Oh, I have the ball. I have the ball for these guys.
We're still waiting for a replacement for the... What is this? Are you mocking us? This isn't fucking honk.
Now. No need to get angry again, René. I'm sure the officer tried his best. It's not like there's a bull kiosk here in Martinez.
I genuinely did try.
Trying is worth as much as is accomplished. In this case, almost nothing. Fine. You try to right a wrong. It's still a gram better than actual nothing.
That's right. Epic progress. Oh, couple minutes passed. I just have to talk to people to pass time or what?
Hello, sir. How is the investigation going? Found any curses yet? Oh, that's great! I hope exciting adventures lie ahead. And maybe you can help Mother become less afraid.
I have a purchasing tip here for you guys, but I just need to make sure I have the information right before what's it called? Oh yeah. If you go to a website, it's a trustworthy website. I purchased from there before, and my good friend purchases from there. They're called Green Man Gaming, and you can get Hogwarts Legacy for $20 Canadian right now. So that's like $15 US from Green Man Gaming. So yeah, I picked that up. So when I'm finished Disco Elysium, I'm gonna play that. Right. Green Man Gaming. Hogwarts Legacy, $15. Time passes. Okay, so me just running around, no time will pass. Time will pass with new dialogue or reading a book. I've got $16. Maybe I should read a book. Probably should read a book. Alright, what do we got? I'm using I have a controller in my hand, and it's got extra paddles on the back that you can program to be any other button on the controller or sequence of buttons on the controller. You could be like A, Y, A, circle with the joystick B, and then program it. And then every time you just press that paddle, it'll do the thing, right? I generally just use button press, right? So I've got the highlight, I've got the tab button, the highlight, so I can just go with my thumb and I can just do like that, highlight the stuff, and then I have the mouse on the other side.
The display rack is brimming with worn
$9.
featuring an
Ooh.
extremely a small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of
Wonderful board games, sir. The Viticulturist is a classic for sure, or perhaps you'd like Archipelagos of Insulinda, a very educational game for those interested in geography.
Kathy says I got a Steam controller back in the day. Fun to customize stuff like that. Oh. Yeah, it's really badass for like a lot of different things.
Browbritter is a
Every
fun
single game I play, I figure out some. I'm like, what is an
game for the whole
ingenious
family.
thing?
You can play with your children.
Like on Fallout 76, like to use the scope, you have to click the left stick in, and then you can move around, you can like move the scope around just fine with the right joystick, right? But if you want to like actually physically strafe around with the scope out, you have to do it while you're holding the stick in. And that's fucking dog balls to me. personally, I fucking hate that. So what I did was I just put the click the stick in control, just that click. I just programmed that to the paddle in the back. So then I just squeeze the paddle in the back, and then you'll go into aim mode, and then you can just use the joystick as usual without pressing it in to strafe around with the scope, right? In Fallout 76, I always look for something brilliant like that. I'm like, oh, this is the brilliant thing for this game. And it usually takes a few hours to figure out what it is, but I generally come up with something really fucking sick. Then you don't have to click the stick in while you... It's, it just solves my problem, you know. It's pretty...
Who are you going to play board games with? Do you have friends or family?
Wow, I have children, a family. Do I have friends? I don't want to think. I don't know if I have children. Sir, he doesn't know if I have friends.
Are you actually friends? Or just colleagues thrown together by circumstance?
Yeah, I think that's fucking a dog balls decision that they fucking made. I don't know what, man, the other compromise, the other option must have been way fucking worse, because that's fucking clunky as fuck, I think, and I hate it. But this controller is the solution for that. It's got programmable paddles. But like you can program like a finishing move. You can like program a finishing move for like Mortal Kombat into it, just so you can be like click and you like it'll just do it. It's amazing. These are awesome controllers. Thanks for the recommendation, Armand. This is a really nice controller. Even though I complain about the connection thing sometimes, I don't know whose fault that is, whether it's the controller or I don't know. It pisses me off, though.
Don't be so hard on yourself, sir. You just need to clean up a bit. And technically, friends are a bit like family.
She fiddles with her pendant.
For playing with friends, I'd recommend Suzerainty. It's a civilization building game where you build a civilization, then set off to brutally colonize and repress other civilizations. It'll cost 12 real.
Sounds awesome.
Lousy auras there.
Yeah.
No, role-playing games are popular among those types. You know, who are into those kind of things. Personally, I don't like it. Not at all.
And when I'm playing Project Zomboid, you're using the joystick, right? And if you want to bring up the one menu that has the wheel on it with the heart on the top, so you can like do your fix yourself the medicine or whatever you want that reel for, you have to press the select button, I guess. I'm old school. On the top left here, and I'm like, oh, that's so rough, because you want to do it while you're like moving, right? You don't want to stop and do it. I suppose you could like reach over with this hand and do it like that, but I like to be like watching around and whatever. So I realized that if I programmed that button into this panel here, I can be like strafing around and still bring the wheel up, and then have, I don't know, and then I put the other panel as the left on the D-pad, which is the weapon selection wheel, right? So I think that's a pretty brilliant setup, personally.
I've heard they turn people into occult enthusiasts.
I love this
that they have
controller.
rituals where they try to summon entities. Highly immoral stuff.
So I can bring up the weapon wheel while I'm like in weapon stance. It's amazing. $12. I only have $16, sir. He just walks away. Yeah. I feel you, man. If I want to do it just full controller, I have this is that, and then A is the other What's the other one? So, 2010, eh? Well, shit. Wonder if I could get some dialogue out of Joyce.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Oh, I found my badge!
Oh, love, you did.
I forgot about
Pleased
that.
to meet you, Lieutenant W. Freighter Dubois. I am glad to see a man of high qualification. The situation is precarious.
Totally forgot about that.
What can I help you with, Lieutenant Freighter? More lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day.
No.
Go ahead, ask me anything. Glad to have been of assistance. The little...
Alright, well, I got a couple minutes to pass. Wonderful Garf. Oh, Garfield over there, whatever, the bartender. This is fucking... Is it a coffee pot? Kathy says, gotta run, was nice. Have a great stream. Cheers, hope I'll see you around. Thanks for popping in. Health item gained, okay.
Oh, hello, sweetie. So...
Hello. Lena and I were just...
Hey, was there something you needed?
Well, well. Bringing him that new bird sure made a difference in his attitude.
Always a pleasure to
Oh,
see an
this is
officer of
Gary.
the law.
Nice.
I mean, officers.
I've got to put skill points into composure to open this white check. Okay. Oh. Okay. 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 At least I know where he is.
You look like shit.
You look like shit.
And I don't mean that as a metaphor.
But I know that's exactly what I just... Well, you know what? Because that's literally exactly what I just said, I have to use it, right?
Wow. You seem stable and in control. Allow me to say, alcohol really seems to have had a positive effect on you. Now, what do you want?
There's something about this guy that matches with a face in your head. A similar but different face. You know what it is. It's like the two of you know each other. Just ask him.
Oh, I definitely know you from somewhere.
Another life.
Yes, from another life. A different life. Maybe the life of a police officer belonging to the ranks of the... To what station do you think you would belong in this alternate and totally fictional reality? Okay, that's plausible. That's entirely plausible. Now we're really getting somewhere. Somewhere good. Okay. Let's be crazy. Let's say you and I are partners. How's that for a thought experiment? Would you now, or would I be cramping your style? Never mind, partner. Okay, how about you stop wasting my time and get on with whatever you were doing then? You're not going to believe this, but police officers.
Holy shit.
Yes, sir. Solving
Weird.
crimes, locking up bad guys, and get this, and not getting that drink on at 2 o'clock.
Well, back.
Just some regular boring motherfuckers in suits and uniforms. Nothing spectacularly extravagant like you, the far-out son of Lang. Oh no, no, no. You see, I enjoy watching other, better cops solve crimes. And let me tell you, it's been quite a privilege seeing you work.
This isn't helping.
Oh,
Who's that?
it's you, you eccentric genius. I mean, with your unorthodox approach to police work, it has to be you. Not even a little bit.
It's an urban myth about an officer who is so far undercover he can't remember who he is. As I said, just an urban myth. You are not the son of Lang.
He's trying to protect you from further rough handling, dished out by this sunglassed man. Okay, yes, you get the joke. Leave it at that.
Neither can I, partner. Neither can I.
It's a mere second, but it feels like you saw something. A gram of compassion in that sadness.
I'm not getting involved in this.
Well, Mr. Kim, well, you had my back. You're still the coolest guy ever, especially for doing this too.
It's not my style, he thinks, glancing at the man in sunglasses and the woman beside him. Oh boy, they're...
About what? You don't look like a cop. You know what you look like? Not the prophet shit again.
He didn't answer your question.
No. 'Cause it's not my job. Why don't you go and fucking do yours and solve this damn hanging? Actually, I don't want to hear you say things.
Come on, Jean.
Okay, say things. I want to hear you say things.
Hear that? He wants you to say things. Say one. Suddenly, out of nowhere, case-related things start popping up in your head.
So, do you know who hanged him? Yeah, I can see that. I don't know. Why are you?
Who knows why we do the things we do? Somehow, bouncing those ideas off the man with sunglasses felt calming, like you've done it before.
Oh my god, there's more. You want something more? What is it?
Oh.
Okay, why not? Let's do the old thing over again. We're not wasting time. There is no time. So, do you know who hanged him? I don't know. Oh my god, there's more. Watch out for yourself.
Yes? What is it? Of course I'm with him. Why do you ask?
And you look like you don't bathe, on principle.
You look cute together.
Please, let's not turn this into another exchange, okay?
Okay, the man with the sunglasses and his hypothetical Station 41. Weird, right? There's something missing here. Something you can't put our finger on. You know what? Just ask him. I know it sounds crazy, and you'll probably get laughed at. But yes, just cross it off the list. It's probably not true, though.
Excuse me, sir, do you have some white dialogue for me?
Coming back! That's good, officer! Keep browsing those clothes, keep saving that economy.
No good. All you can come up with are some treated wool pants. You can tell they're too tight around your thighs and too loose around the waist. They itch like hell. Like an itch pit in hell. The itch is so bad you'll want to smash someone's face in.
All natural materials, see? Real wool, 100% skin friendly.
I want to buy
And they're
those
yours
itchy.
for only 2 real.
I bet it's fucking hilarious if you buy those pants and put them on.
The speakers below are banged up and worthless. The sneakers triumph over them. They're the star of the show here.
Inspect the sneakers.
A pair of Faun Ultras. The design is impossibly sleek and simple. A futuristic silhouette with a sleek monochrome colorway, a jet black upper, and a silver-lined midsole.
My shoes are pretty nice already.
Those sneakers, mister. Those sneakers are the latest Faun sneakers.
They're foul,
super
no.
fine, super cool. Only 50 real.
It's not bad. I want the shoes.
Only? That's madness.
Rhetoric? I don't know rhetoric. That sounds pretty reasonable. They're foul.
Faun Ultra.
Exactly.
We're the future. You remember the slogan from some magazine? These once respectable speakers have been conquered, reduced to a mere prop by the indomitable Faun Ultras atop them.
No, don't look at the speakers, officer. Look at the sneakers. The sneakers are the stars here.
But I already looked at the sneakers.
Then look at them again. These are the premium lifestyle sneakers, officer. The best on the market. No way, officer. These aren't for sale. They're bad speakers. Low-fi socialist junk. That's right, officer. You're a high-class policeman who accepts nothing less than the best. Lucky for you, I've got the best on sale.
I run into like a bunch of money, I'll come buy the sneakers because those are fucking fly. Hold on though. What's my current sneakers? +1 empathy. Alright. I got some sick ass boots, +1 perception. I gotta put a fucking point into conceptualization with Gary so I can get another role with him. Excuse me, sir. Do you have any dialogue?
If you don't mind, please put the flashlight away. Some of us have photonic sensitivities.
Photonic sensitivity is not generally acknowledged by the medical establishment.
I do appreciate it. Hello, hello. Let
I
me
don't know
if I can
why I
help
say
with anything.
goodbye. I say hello. Whoa, whoa.
Have you tried it before?
What? Ferrolidon? No. Kurdish. My what?
The lieutenant steps away, pretending to admire some of the knickknacks on display. Looks like he doesn't want to get involved. Go ahead then, he thinks. As long as you can walk straight, I don't care.
I haven't, but don't worry. I can take it.
If you say so.
Oh yeah. No problem.
Here you go, man.
A large cap-shaped object with a palm in its hand. Very
Yes,
odd looking.
That's the coalition government ordained Parolidon. Straight into your gut.
Uh-oh.
Not so sure about this.
Wait, why wouldn't I be sure? Volition's my top skill. I still definitely...
Because it's an anti-radiation drug, and you're a cop, not a post-apocalyptic scavenger.
Of course.
Alright, so we took a radiation drug. For next to no reason, just we thought it might be funny.
Hi, the sea's gonna calm down soon. I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone.
Yes. Yes.
It doesn't look like he knows what that means. The scruffy-haired little boy kicks...
mister. Bye. Hello, mister. Bye.
There's nothing else.
Smoked a cigarette. Oh. Okay, so, oh, hold on. I know where something that I can open, something else I can open with that is. It's probably gonna bother me with fuck all and make like 1 minute pass, but I'm gonna do it before I forget. There's a, all of a sudden I get here and I'm like, I don't. Do I have any bottles?
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals...
No. You need to tear.
Fuck.
The payphone hangs mutely on the wall.
Running with my pants down. Where's that? Son of a bitch. Oh! Those are fucking... I'm wearing these though. These are +2 to interfacing, the Fairweather FT. The Fairweather T500 gauntlets. These are the gauntlets that the Hangman was wearing. Well, let's take a look at these serious gloves here. Half light. Yeah, I remember that trunk was locked, so that was good that I came here. But I can picture a room in my head with a little locked fucking... Oh, hold on. Can I pry this?
Before the cargo container. Its draw has not lessened since you were last here. If anything...
It's gotten stronger. There's a way to get on this roof here, too. Simon, thank you so much. Excuse me, do you have any dialogue? Anybody have some dialogue?
Your race descent has only worsened since there is nothing funky about them. I cannot possibly imagine.
I got 1 minute to go by. That was fucking good. Excuse me, sir.
Hola, wandering man. How can I help you? Los Ardis? They're sort of like you.
Is he actually comparing? The man whispers.
Right to work!
Shut up.
The woman is still hot.
Still here. Stuck in this damn jam, my man.
Yeah.
What's up?
Ease into it. Don't go too far. This seems like a personal matter.
I'm okay, man. Just the jam's got me down. The fumes, the chemical rainbows, the tarpaulin stretched on the frames and the dull engines off.
Maybe the full-on direct approach wasn't correct. Damn. It's...
I'll get it next time for sure. $11 minutes. Alright. Let's see if we got some dialogue from her. She's fucking cunt.
I've got
Fuck.
nothing to say to you. Why I am not.
You could be Liz. You could be anything. You could even be a model.
Even a mod? Glenn, I went to law school. I am an attorney.
He's right. With a face like that, she could be on the cover of Le Debutante International. The cold look in her eyes speaks louder than words. She is not amused.
That's the best.
I've got nothing to say to you. Why are you wasting your time? I
I'm
am
looking.
not.
You could be Liz.
Even a...
He's right. With a face like that,
Ooh,
she
Annie,
could be on the cover
look at
of Le
this.
Debutante International.
Was this gonna make a minute go by?
So fucking what? Lots of models are actually really smart people, fuckwad.
No, Glenn.
No, they're
They
not.
aren't.
It's you again.
It's me again, Margaret.
Again. Just get the dead guys up.
Good one, Titus.
Yeah, lawman. Why don't you?
It's almost an anthropological sight, watching him try to... Weren't you warned to not go down this path? And yet you still... Just because you can, doesn't mean you have to say everything that comes to mind. Back out before the situation escalates.
Not in the arresting mood?
A fearful readiness, like an electrical charge, raises hairs in the room. By your side, the lieutenant keeps his hand away from his holster. You hear the nylon of his coat hiss as he steps closer.
Riveting stuff.
Easy. Walk back from the provocation. They're armed, and they outnumber us. The lieutenant tries to establish eye contact with you.
Wise move. You made the right choice there. Now make another one and get the fuck out of our booth.
Alright.
You're not gonna do this again. About fucking time. Yeah. By friends, you mean his squad mates from Cronell.
Fuck choice. Good. I'd bring that up, like right now.
Wouldn't want to beat up his grandma.
Nervous snickering. There's a rush of adrenaline present.
This is what happens if you take the law into your own hands. Other people start doing it too.
Let them come. The Hardy Boys are right fucking here.
You heard the man. Right here. We're armed. We got the whole district behind us. And Glenn. Glenn is fucking crazy.
Yeah. A well-oiled murder machine.
He punches Blondie on the shoulder.
Is on the rise. They're feeling confident, ready to punch out the whole Merc platoon.
Joyce said they've gone rogue. Nobody's controlling them.
Big fucking surprise. They hire psycho scum, arm them to the teeth, and let them loose in the city. What do you think is gonna happen?
They're gonna mow you down with automatics.
We got weapons of our own. We got Ister 50s, Zeelagers. Glenn's got a knock cannon at home.
Oh, Glenn's got a knock. Oh my gosh, she'll be alright.
I guess we're gonna see, aren't we?
See what?
Yeah.
See that they don't?
Against ceramic armor. You haven't even seen the whole suit, right? I've seen the whole fucking thing, and it didn't make him immortal. So are the local gangs, the fucking Barmy Army, and the Madre scum. You've been out there. Seen any around?
Yeah. Where are they now, huh? Sent back to Madre in an airtight cargo crate.
These people are trained military professionals with decades of combat experience. They are not a gang or a Barmy army.
Barmy army!
No, they're not. They're uncoordinated and drunk. We know more about
Wait,
them.
this is a band called Barmy Army and the Motherfuckers? Okay, well,
What do you
I'm
mean?
going with
Okay.
a shrug. I mean, okay, we're going to wipe you.
Goddamn right we do. We done it before. Ain't that right, fellas?
That's spirit, boys.
Fuck yeah, we have. Battle-hardened urban soldiers, man. We got the guns and the reserves.
Yeah, we got reserves. We can call in reinforcements.
This guy will be the first one to bail. As you look around this room full of sweaty men, swearing, drinking, spitting out tobacco, does this look familiar? You believe the place was called Precinct 41. It was also filled with, almost exclusively, men, sitting on desks, talking shit and wasting time.
Wasting time. You're just like real cops drinking beer, sitting around with your dicks in your hand.
You got a problem with beer now?
No, I got a problem with dicks. Not so much for dicks, but dicks in your hands in public.
Not quite there yet. Push on.
I got drunk, so drunk I drove my car into the sea. I think my body's in there actually. I don't give a shit either. No, I'm also a big fan of beer and jerking off instead of helping people. I have a beer problem, but not a problem with beer. I also have no idea. Yeah.
Speak for yourself, buddy. We've been giving a shit for 10 years. Martinez was a dump before we put this outfit together.
They don't know, man. They weren't here. We had 3 shootings a week, kids dead, fucking graffito everywhere. You cops haven't shown up since the 30s.
Congratulations on the graffiti removal. All I see is you sitting around talking about Monica's titties while there's a rape victim.
So what? What do you want from me? We took care of that fuck.
Don't let him drink that. One more push. Quick.
You need to talk to her. I've asked.
Titus is hiding nothing. Titus?
You want to talk to her? Fine, talk to her. I got nothing to hide.
So long as you treat her with respect. No questioning, no harassing.
Okay, I'll be good. I will. I will.
You understand?
What is her name?
Glacia. I'm on due. She's staying here at the Whirling in Rags.
Progress! Yay!
Silvery jumpsuit.
It's 21:10 too.
That's I'm on due.
Now that I know how to fucking progress time and I'm not like, what's wrong with this game? I'm stupid.
Shit. The girl. The girl upstairs?
What?
It can't be her. She knows you drank so hard you forgot you were a cop.
Oh, it's her! It's definitely her! It's Miss Oranje, disco dancer!
Yeah. Blonde. Tall. 2 rooms over from yours. Sure. Why not? You've probably seen her around.
You inexplicably add cool after the victim's name, with your eyes bulging like some wild beast. Your fingers are fidgeting and sweat starts forming on your brow as Titus looks at you oddly.
I don't understand what's so cool here.
Nothing. We just have a few more questions. Then we'll be on our way.
Relationship? There was no fucking relationship. He raped her. That's their relationship.
Something is off here. His anger is possessive.
Was like that karaoke incident all over again. Or like some of the other girls he was harassing.
Okay, enough. All of this is irrelevant to your stated investigation.
He did it before we killed him. He's not gonna do it again. So what does it matter?
It would help if we establish a timeline.
All right. 2 weeks, maybe? I don't know. I need another beer.
Here you go, boss.
Remember what I said.
trippy. That's where that is.
Officer, what was that? You looked strange when he mentioned the assault victim's name. Do you know that woman? Is there something I should know before we talk to her? Okay, that's manageable. Understood. You were not in good shape on Monday. What you're saying is, you raped her?
Ice is forming on the inside of your chest cavity. Cold sweat trickles down.
Then, don't ever say that again.
I didn't rape her.
This is unprofessional. Not sharing information with me is unprofessional.
His opinion of you has lowered considerably.
What? I went the wrong fucking way. That's funny. I went like a really fucking... There is a way to get there from here, but unclear, and I know there's a much easier way to get there.
Both cables are unplugged.
Okay.
Whoa. What have we here? A bridge with loose nails and rot-infested wood that creaks in the wind. A construction code violation if there ever was one.
True. They never cleaned up the war damage. The rest of Revachol looks better.
Think about those splinters.
The bridge is fine enough. Locals use it all the time, after all. It's nothing to worry about. Shall we?
Lead up a fucking building. Jesus Christ. I was like, yeah, it's this fucking this is the apartment building right now. No, it's not.
This door is made of metal and appears to be...
Yes? Are you looking for me, gendarme?
No one answers.
We should talk to him.
Oh, he's just standing right there.
Gendarmerie, you found me.
His slender figure is backlit by city lights, its distant streets and motorways flashing like diamonds. It feels like a Friday. He seems to be in a good mood tonight.
He really does. He really, really does.
And his shirt is still unbuttoned.
Beautiful. So tell me, are you here to make things right again? Beautiful. I have some good news for you. My Sunday friend is visiting me tonight. I told him about you and he'd like to say hello. Step in. He's already waiting. Mm-hmm. That's why I chose this place. Martinez is special, isn't it?
Wait. Suddenly you are digging things?
It does feel like the end of the week. It's so magical. The white falling against the black. That's nice, but I don't have anything to tell you. It's my friend you're looking for, not me.
He takes another drag of his unfiltered cigarette and looks around. It's getting dark and the neighboring windows have lit up, one by one.
Besides, I've got to run.
He's going to leave you alone again. That's sad.
To the city. It's a beautiful night.
A man on high heels stumbles out of a basement club, music blasting over the entire district. It's chilly, and as the chemicals hit his nervous system, 1,000 shivers ripple through his body. Something flutters in the corner of the lieutenant's mouth as you're saying those words.
We'll talk. Just not tonight. Take care, all right?
And he's gone again. Looks like it's becoming a theme for him.
Different, of course. Something so mysterious about the way he talks. Very.
Indeed. Hot.
Come on, detective, let's go. We've got a potential witness to interview. His Sunday friend, remember?
Sunday friendo. Like a Sunday friendo. Inside the bill. A quarterly business magazine. An empty ashtray. Dishes soaked in a pot. I'm gonna look under the guy's bed. Make him real nervous. What's this? A samurai conical hat? Logic. No. It's pretty fabulous. I'm gonna take this hat, sir. Exquisite canopy bed made of metal. Buckets of paint on a layer of old newspapers. An old photo of some apartment dated year 01. Okay, so we're gonna go in here. We're gonna look at the clothes, and we're gonna look at this hat, which gives you +2 to logic and -1 to perception. So, a samurai and conical hat. Well, I'm gonna put it on just to see what it looks like. Oh, it's amazing. But it's only it. The other one's +2 to logic, so that one's only +1. It's funny, but this one looks fucking badass. It's very aerodynamic. It's a foam hat, so we're gonna wear it. It's stylish. Okay, so we got some points. We need to put something into composure so we can analyze Gary again. Boop. And we need to put one in empathy so we can analyze that other guy again. We'll get that one for sure. Okay, so what do we got? Interview the Sunday friend, speak to the assault victim. Okay, cool.
Officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia.
You shouldn't be seeing him in an intimate setting. For some reason, you feel this man is your superior.
I fucking just took his hat from under his bed.
Superior, but he's not in the command chain.
Damn straight.
My name is Charles Vildrouin, and I am an official with the coalition government. I work for the Institute of Price Stabilité on assignment from Sur-la-Clé. I heard you talking to my friend outside. Very good. Super. I am here to assist you in any way possible. Ask me about the hanging.
Hanging? What a drag. He seems like a cultured gentleman. You should ask him about the finer things.
I got it from the head of the Samaran delegation on my trip to Lomantang. It's made from a special charcoal-colored bamboo. It's an emblem of the formal normalization of our diplomatic relations.
Oh, wow, so it's an important belonging of his. It's not just something he picked up at fucking one time when he was drunk at like Mardi Gras or something, you know what I mean?
That's really all I can tell you about it.
The lieutenant takes out his notebook and nods to you to proceed.
I'm sorry to say I did, officer. Officer, it's very difficult to describe what I saw that night. It was so surreal to me, like in a play.
What do you mean, like in a play?
It was just so strange. I could barely comprehend what was happening. I was on the balcony when it happened, getting some fresh air. I remember that first they came in, carrying what looked like a body. And then I saw all the surrounding windows go dead, one by one. That's when I understood. I should not be seeing this.
Sounds like the victim was unconscious, or at least incapacitated. Interesting.
Incompobulated. Oh. God bless all these poor bastards who are about to stretch. Best prayer I've ever heard. This friar talking the Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. these guys are all getting ready to be hung. He just comes out and he's like, God, oh, these poor bastards are about to stretch. I was like, nice. It's amazing. Best line of the movie. Oh, I don't know if that's the best line of the movie, but it's up there. Oh, God, it's harder with that stuff. Cancel Christmas. No more table scraps for the lepers and cancel Christmas. Alan Rickman as the sheriff of Nottingham is fucking hilarious. Alan Rickman read the script and he was like, "Oh, I like it, but man, this dialogue is terrible. Can I just improvise like all of this?" And they're like, "Well," it's like, "I'm not doing it then." So they're like, he's like, just I'll rewrite it and whatever. And he like basically just fucking rewrote the entire fucking dialogue for that character, and it's amazing. Amazing highlight of the movie. Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, Kevin Costner, who's okay. Morgan Freeman is in there, but the absolute jewel of the fucking show is the absolute national treasure. Rest in peace, Alan Rickman, as the sheriff of Nottingham. Holy fuck, is it ever good? Wow. If you haven't seen it and you start watching it and you're like, this is kind of shit. No. Wait till you meet the fucking sheriff of Nottingham. He's fucking incredible. Alan Rickman. He like improvised most of that shit. Just fucking just brilliant stuff, sir. Brilliant stuff, sir. Who are they? Can you describe them to
I
us?
couldn't see their faces well, and there were quite a few of them. But they were very loud and very Martinez.
The movie's pretty good, but it's got some problems. But Alan Rickman as the sheriff of Nottingham just absolutely he hits it out of the park. It absolutely makes up for any fucking other weakness the movie has. Like just completely like any other flaws of the movie, and there are plenty, are completely forgivable, and his performance just makes it an absolute must see. His death scene is just, it's fucking wild. It's one of those crazy fucking like long drawn out death scenes where like it's amazing. He just hams up the entire fucking movie. It's great.
Let's just
Love it
say
so
that
much.
the laboring classes can get rather expressive with their profanities. I couldn't tell you exactly. Less than 10.
He just
Maybe
fucking scenery. He just absolutely steals the scene of every fucking shot he's in.
The lieutenant sends you a sharp look at the mention of that number.
Snape from Harry Potter, if anybody doesn't know his name. That guy. He's amazing. Were there any huge, like 200 kilograms huge?
Giant you're describing.
Nah.
No, they were all quite human, as far as I could tell.
Did any of them look like drummers? What happened
I went back
next?
in time.
Oh, I should have asked that question actually.
Yes, back inside. Keep yourself safe from the killing.
Were you able to see anything from inside?
Officer, the yard was pitch black. There was nothing to see, but I could still hear their voices. All men, I presume. But again, I couldn't see very clearly.
But we are fairly certain the lady driver was present.
No more kitchen scraps for the lepers.
It's possible, officer, but I cannot say with certainty. It was very dark, you must remember. I believe they were mostly white, though I believe I saw 2 Aeropagites among them. And I am quite certain that one spoke with a Mesk accent. Well, that's the strangest part, officer. Nothing happened. It was oddly quiet for a public lynching.
Usually they're a pretty ruckus event. Oiler Greg! Hey, Dusk. What do you mean nothing happened? They lynched a guy.
Eventually, their shouts died down, and that was all. There were no gunshots, no celebratory shouts, no anything.
Rootin' tootin'.
You're right, of course.
Cheers.
That is what one is
Beers
supposed
and
to do in
beers.
such circumstances.
Pints
I was
around.
simply in shock.
Round of pints. Oiler Greg's in the house with a round of pints. Here we go. I was simply in shock.
I'm afraid I don't have anything else to add.
Oh, you fucking suck.
About what time was all this happening, approximately?
All I can say is that it was late. No, I didn't see the corpse until the following day.
Should I say that?
Of course, anything I can do to assist the RCM. The Coalition is only looking out for the price stability. Inflation is a killer, like a heart disease blocking the normal circulation of the economy. It must be controlled. The economy impacts the entire international community, which is why it requires international oversight. Well, I'm renovating it. It is an interesting project. The building used to be a 12-story skyscraper before the cannons took the top 4 stories off. This, of course, happened when the Coalition forces landed here. You could say I'm undoing some of the material damage the international community caused when we arrived here. Yes, as I said before, I am a commissioner from Sur-la-Clé working for the Institute of Price Stability. La Communauté Internationale is what Revacholians colloquially call the Coalition. In other words, the nations that stopped the disaster of the Revolution. Your employer, technically speaking, the governing authority of Revachol. The RCM is but one part of this provisional administration. It is the most important thing.
You just come in? Did you guys hear the door open?
It's the central goal of any sound monetary policy. Maintaining the price stability is essential to maintaining high levels of economic activity, which is essential for maintaining high levels of employment, which is essential for maintaining the social stability.
Basically, it makes sure the price of bread doesn't change.
Précisément. Too much inflation, bread becomes too expensive. Too much deflation, it becomes too cheap for bakers to produce. That's why the Institute of Price Stability works to keep inflation just below 2%. But not too far below, no. 2 below is always
2% of
bad.
what?
Below.
Yeah.
But close to 2%.
2%.
The Coalition believes in the importance of informing the public about the benefits of the price stability. Transparency is one of our principles. Would you like an informational pamphlet? A
Sure.
sound monetary policy is essential for addressing uncertainty. Stability is the raison d'être of the moral intern. It's the reason why I identify as a moralist. But oh, I don't have my leaflets on me today. That's
Ain't
too
fucking
bad.
kidding.
You can always call our information line.
Oh, shut up. I'm not
Making
that.
information available is part of the moral intern's commitment to transparency. It's the International Organization for Moralists, hence Moralist International. The Institute of Price Stability is just one of its many mind babies, as is the Coalition.
Doing one's job doesn't automatically make one anyone's bitch. Besides, there are more nefarious powers to work for. than the moral intern.
But of course. Well, do you value freedom? Do you believe in a normal, stable world governed by democratic values?
Me? I'm a lieutenant of the RCM, dedicated to maintaining law and order in Ravachol.
A very moralist answer.
The lieutenant is practiced in the art of putting on a show for one's superiors.
The Occident is part of the normal world. Oranier, sur la clé. Martinez? No. Martinez is something else.
But the rest of Ravachol isn't part of the normal world.
Ravachol is generally difficult. It's led by an interim government, which means it hasn't yet achieved full democracy. But they are working towards it. You're all doing very well here, relatively speaking.
I want action. Moralism is the ideology of foreign occupied.
Is this option D usually the most reasonable answer?
It's usually the most point. Yes, everything is super extreme. It's like I'm living with a bunch of lunatics.
Sounds like you're a moralist indeed, my friend. Welcome. Moralism is all about compromise and achieving the achievable. It's pragmatic, realistic, and level-headed, an ideology for doers. Are you a doer, my friend? Now, enough of this delightful political interlude. Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
Tell me about Sur la Chef.
What's there to say? Sur la Clé is a modern,
Sur la
urbanized
Clé.
country that measures very high
Sur la
on the
Clé.
Human Development and Freedom Index. Mostly, though, it's known as the executive heart of EPIS. Moreover, it is a great sponsor of less emerged countries. Ravachol is only one of its many darlings whose progress it supports and cherishes.
What makes Ravachol Sur la Clé darling?
Because a great percentage of Ravachol's culture hails from Sur la Clé. Its language, its people, its cuisine even. Or at least in the downtown La Delta.
Tell me about the Oranga. Finish the fucking story.
Oranier is an exemplary nation who, as a core member of EPIS, contributes 28% of our annual budget. Next to Sur la Clé, Oranier is probably the most prominent member of the international community. Oranier's economy is one of the most advanced in the world. It has successfully transitioned from heavy industry to advanced services and generally acts as an engine for sustainable change in the international community.
I get this sensation on the side of my face every once in a while. It's like, oh yeah, I have no idea how it happened. Somehow, out of the blue, I smashed myself in the side of the head with a fucking milk crate. No idea how I did it. It was like, snap! Oof. It was like, ooh! And yeah, man. It was a good one. I don't know. It's mysterious.
About what?
Okay. About Oranga. Just tell me what it's like there.
Oh, it's very urban and very well organized. Their streets are clean, their horse cars run on time, the people are polite and efficient. Like I said, they are an example
Whack!
for less
I was like,
emerged
whoa!
nations to follow.
That was 2 days ago.
Whatever you wish, officer. Ah, my friend. My friend is a good young man. His family immigrated here from Kedra, and life has not been easy for him.
From Kera.
But he understands the importance of education. He has taken his future into his own hands, and that's all that matters. Kedra is a candidate member of APIS. But, between you and me, their potential membership is a more contentious issue.
Oh. What do you... Okay.
That it's never going to happen. They entered negotiations in 21, and it's been pending ever since.
What do you mean? How do you translate? How do you how do you translate that into Spanish? Oh, that's easy. It is. Okay. What is this EPIS thing you keep talking about?
EPIS is a very special program developed by the Moral Intern to support certain Occidental nations. It began as a unified system of weights and measures, which proved to be a wild success. Nothing but kilograms and centimeters as far as the eye can see.
God, yes. Sweet standardization. The backbone of rationality and commerce.
Right.
It was such a wild success that we expanded it into an economic union for the processing of steel. Another success. And between you and me, the Moral Intern feels emboldened by this success. Emboldened to take EPIS to the next level. Why, it stands for progress and stability, like the Moral Intern as a whole.
Oh, what do the letters stand for?
It's been such a wild, extraordinary success thus far. We are very excited to take it to the next level.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
A supranational political alliance. The United States of Occident.
It's like going to be... Is it going to be like this place
You mean
here?
Revachol? No, it's going to have transparent democracy.
External prostate inspection services.
It's one day going to be a candidate member of EPIS, sure.
Didn't you say the candidate members never become real members?
No. Candidate members do become members. Why do we even have the whole system in place if they don't? It just takes time. Time and evaluation. But we were talking about my friend here, not politics. How did any of us become friends? Bad things happening on the Insulindian Peninsula? Oil platforms ablaze in the night? Civil war lasting for years? Finally, the international community is forced to step in.
What are you talking about? No one becomes friends that way.
Au contraire.
Mhm.
It's how millions of people end up where they are. Meeting the people they meet. It's how I came here, and my friend too.
You still haven't told me who he
Sorry.
is.
Who?
The man throws a quick glance at his what? Your friend, the smoker on the balcony. The balcony. We were just talking about
But I
him.
told you, officer. He's a bright young man here to pursue his education. Education is the foundation of our future, especially the arts. It is a cornerstone of our civilization. Officer, you have to understand. I can't give you his personal information. I'm sure you have your own methods and databases, right? Please don't put me in this situation. He's deeply enmeshed in the study of the fine arts, yes.
Heard the door again.
As though you weren't envious enough of the boy as is.
He's
Which
a
arts?
truly free spirit. He likes all the arts. Perhaps
What are you doing in his environment?
I'm just enjoying the view.
What view? It's dark outside.
Listen. The Insulindian Bay.
What
This
about
place
it?
used to be a luxury accommodation before the revolution. Apartments, of course, were much bigger then. A few walls have been added here and there, leaving some of the tenants without a private bathroom or a kitchen.
No place to poop? Oh no. Not having poop on demand? That's fucking rough.
But the million real view stays. You can't take that away.
I was asking about your friend.
My friend comes and goes. I'm all ears, officer. A moment, officer. Do you have everything you need from me? I'm afraid we won't have the chance to speak again once you leave. It's against diplomatic best practices for an official in my position to be discussing murders with local militiamen.
Not local militiamen.
And I'm pressed for time. After you leave, I should be leaving as well.
That's not the real reason he's so apprehensive. Men in his position shouldn't be seen loitering around in underprivileged young men's apartments in the middle of the night.
Okay, so should I look around the apartment again? I probably should.
Sure, go ahead. It's a beautiful space. Let me...
Okay, so this is the main door. What's this one? Oh. Party Dragon Silk Robe, Drama and Electrochemistry. Yeah, we're gonna take. I'm taking your fucking silk robe too, buddy. Maybe I should put it on while I'm standing right in front of him. Goes over the jacket, Spirit Corp, Visual Calculus. Oh, that's pretty epic. Maybe I should take this shirt off. Oh, that's fucking hot. Epic. The itchy pants. No, no pants. We look amazing. We don't care what the stats are. We're doing it for style. Alright, so it's 22:15. Journal. So I finished a couple interviews Sunday friend. Oh yeah. There's these checks I have to make. Oh. Okay, so let's just make sure. Composure, yeah. What does this give me? +1 drama. There's no downside to wearing that jacket. What's the other jacket? Spirit de Corpa. Oh, Spirit de Corpa and Shivers. Those are good ones. Drama. So yeah, well, actually, that's amazing. It was funny, but we do actually want to have the stuff that aligns with my needs. -1 disabled. Wow. These just give you a plus. I like ones that don't give you a minus. +1 to interfacing, +2 to interfacing. Logic, +1. Conceptualization. Let's just want drama. No. Rhetoric and empathy. Conceptualization. I'm no to do suggestions, so it doesn't matter. And that's +1 composure is going to help with my check that I have to do against Gary right here. And honestly, I think I'm gonna, well, unless let me die. What skill are looking to improve? Oh, composure. I found one. I just put a skill point in composure to redo this
officer
skill
of the
check
law.
with Gary.
I mean, officers.
That shirt looks very uncomfortable on him. Look at the buttons, barely keeping that thing together, as
Good
if
to see you,
something
friend.
is ready to rip it
Let
out from underneath.
me die. His massive musk. Okay, that shirt looks very uncomfortable on him. Look at the buttons, barely keeping that thing together, as if something is ready to rip out from underneath. Something's worn underneath it. Massive musculature.
No, he's scrawny. Try it. Yes, like a piece of ceramic armor, for example.
Ooh.
One that makes a clicking sound when the plates meet each other, resembling pearls or marbles, stolen from the corpse in the yard near where he lives.
Turns out the clanking weren't anal beads. Yeah.
I knew you'd figure it out, officer. I'm sorry I didn't tell you at once. I was ashamed of what I did. And I didn't want you to know.
Oh, poor Gary. The crypto-fascist.
This shame is surprisingly
This game. The crypto. It's surprisingly sincere.
Gary, what's going on?
Says the cryptozoologist's wife.
I took the hanged man's cuirass. I
didn't
mean
to. I don't mean the things that I do.
God damn it, Gary.
I know.
Didn't you break into his apartment? Gary? I don't think so. I all of a sudden had an epiphany that I missed a bunch of things with the fucking pry bar because I wasn't like it didn't click that I like no put the pry bar in your hand. Right. So I gotta go back and find some stuff that I didn't get into with the pry bar. So funny you should mention that. That's probably I probably came across something that any rational person would have been like, oh, I'm gonna use a pry bar on that. And I was just like, duh.
Shame on you. Give the cuirass to the officer at once.
It's when you open the door for Everett. Oh, if you go inside. I didn't go inside.
Gary didn't mean to interfere with your investigation officers. He's just thick-headed and poor as dirt. But he's always helped us, given us a place to stay. And he's followed Morel into God knows what jungles.
He asked me to unlock the door, so I did exactly that. And I went back and I was like, yeah, he asked me about it. And I was like, no, I didn't go in. He was like, oh, right on. Legit. But
he's a loyal friend.
I could go back now. I'd feel differently about it.
He sighs again, hangs his head, and unbuttons his shirt fully. A cuirass that matches the dead man's boots comes into view. Soon it is in your hands, smelling
Epic.
of
I'm gonna
sweat.
wear it. Mine now.
But so light to hold, like a bag of cotton.
Amazing.
This is it. This will protect your mortal shell.
Fucking right.
Don it and live.
Yep. That's what I plan on doing. Why did you really put those clothes in the trash, Gary?
Picking those pieces off him, and I was watching them do it. And they scattered his clothes all over the yard.
Progress.
Everything was smelling. So I went there to take out the trash, and started cleaning up. All those rags on the ground, him swinging up there, and I had a lapse of honor, sir. I thought, he's a foreigner. They all say he wasn't from here. Only the cuirass was left, so I stripped it off him. It was early in the morning. No one saw me. I took it with me. It was a mistake. Had I known it'd give you guys trouble, I wouldn't have... Fuck.
It's okay.
Stupid
It was a
Gary.
loose end, and you're tying it up now.
I'm so fucking sorry I called you Yellow Man. Seolite officers commanded the suzerain's navy. Most of them sided with the king when...
It's difficult to say what the lieutenant thinks of this historic apology. His face does not belie emotions.
Because I was weak. I should have told you the moment I saw you. But...
Why did you lie to me, Gary? Why did you lie to me, Gary?
He's a scaredy cat.
He's a pussy. Do you know who killed the hangman?
I always thought it was the Union. Some Union hardasses. Lynched him because of the strike. But almost everyone in town knows that. I wish I could tell you more.
Are we done here, Gary?
Absolutely. I will never do anything like this again.
Epic. Who put the clothes in the trash? Who? Clank, clank, clank. Thank you for your cooperation, Mr. fucking crypto fascist. Okay, so I've got a skill point. Maybe I should hold on to this skill point until I find one of those checks that I need to put a skill point into to redo it, and then I have one and I can be like, yoink, and then I can scum save it like a scum saving son of a bitch. Save it or use it to open a thought cabinet. Yeah. Or use it to open a thought cabinet. Okay, so which one of these do I hate the most? This one is just useless. Are these ones actively fucking bad? This one's not bad. I think this one's actively fucking bad. Left-wing dialogue options give you more experience points, but you get -1 to visual calculus and authority. So that's a bad one. So I should forget that one. Fuck that one. Awesome. Okay, so now I gotta wait till I get another point, and then I can use it on temporal research bonus, temporary research bonus. Oh, I don't know. You see yourself from above. You're passed out on the blue tiles of the hostel room floor. Even from this distance, you can see your eyelids flutter at the mention of what? A great white object, letting out its sweet smell like a lily of the valley. The little man's forgotten its name, but he still remembers the feeling. And look, he moves. The feeling animates him. He instinctively reaches out for the feeling's best friend. A bottle of Commodore Red. He puts on the disco clothes and gets smaller and smaller. Oh, I don't need I don't... That sounds interesting. Let Me Die says, I managed to use a point to open an additional thought cabinet space. Just go, oh. Okay, yeah, I wanted to get rid of that one though anyways. Okay, so go up to the thought cabinet. Okay, I'm in the thought cabinet. But... I don't... Yeah, I no idea how to do that. And if you could tell me how to do that, because I they're like, oh, until you earn more or whatever, or you can, but I've never seen any mechanic to get the blank squares. Oh, these. Okay. Jesus Christ. Okay. Gotcha. I didn't even perceive that those were even there. Alright, it's usually something silly like that. Okay. Speak to the assault victim. It's 22 in the morning, or at night. 22 in the evening. Everyone's around.
The door is closed.
Who is it?
It's me again, Margaret.
This is the police. Can we come in?
I didn't learn about that until the end game of my first run. Yeah, there's a lot to take in and it's very different, but yeah.
Come on up. The door is open. I'm drying my hair.
Ooh.
Yes?
This room has sad all over it. Reminds me of your own, huh?
This medicine cabinet is full of wares. Sheets of pills, haphazardly stacked, one on top of the other. There's also a toothbrush somewhere in there. It's been used quite a lot. Pharmaceuticals line the shelves, sheet upon sheet of pill bottle next to pill bottle. Acetylic acid, APAP, eye drops, blood thinners.
Anything of note?
Pill bottles rattle like bones as you search the cabinet. Paracetamol, histoparidol, something in a foreign language you can't read. Behind them, an unusually shaped nasal spray. Its label reads, Nacra.
This is probably like Narcan. It's the anti-fucking pulls you out of a fucking respiratory failure from like an opiate.
An opioid receptor antagonist. It's used for diamorphine overdoses.
Among some foreign, probably Messinian or Gotvaldian, marked red blister packs you find. What do
You're like,
find?
yeah, I've been to
This is going to
rehab.
take a
I know
little
what that
know-how.
is.
A bright orange bottle with Preptide stamped on it, in sunny, happy letters. Jackpot, baby. That's the stuff you're looking for. Your palms begin to sweat just holding that little plastic container. Silently, the bottle slides into your palm. Then, as you turn, into your pocket. Feels so sleek and beautiful. You got it. Here comes the afterburner. Time to become a super detective again, Harry. Just put it in your sweaty little hand now.
Close the fucking camera. Did Mr. Kim just watch me do that? You didn't see nothing, Kim.
This medicine cabinet is stocked with drug.
You feel someone watching you behind the glove.
The same small, heavy door. No lock in sight.
I don't know, Lieutenant Yefreiter. It is not the first closed door we found in this building. There is also your mysterious blue kitchen door. I don't know. The further we get, the more this building seems to be tied to the case.
Below, the hostel cafeteria creaks and groans under your added weight. A skeleton of composite support beams and cantilevers. A dull thump. Somewhere inside, a wind brace rattles from the imperceptible motion of the building.
The vigilantes, the cadaver, and a number of people connected to the case are in or around this building. This door is part of it. It's not unimportant. I hate it when that happens.
It's barred from the inside. You hear the bar rattle in the brackets.
Welcome to the roof.
Below her
Welcome to the
several
roof.
jobs,
It gets
an
cold
athletic
here
woman,
every night.
Built, long, and lean.
I'm sorry for the mess down there. The cleaning lady hasn't come by in days. I'm beginning to wonder if she ever will. It's much nicer now.
Our eyes wander north toward the yard.
Where the dead body used to hang, clearly visible from the roof.
Oh, you didn't like that? I thought it smelled sweet. Where the dead body.
Thank you for that, officers. Truly.
There is something in her light brown eyes, a sadness, when she thinks about the death of that man.
You mentioned a cleaning lady. I think I think I need one. Pleasantries. We've got questions.
Oh, yes. Legends of room number 1 have made their way around the building. They say a portal to hell has opened in there.
Probably for the best. Disco Inferno.
They also say that's why the cleaning lady quit. Because of the infernum.
I am Kim Kitsuragi. I am a detective from Precinct 57. I see you've already met my colleague.
Have I ever? Have you grown accustomed to your role as a police officer?
I have very little idea.
You're doing just fine. After all, your path has led you back to me.
Miss, we are investigating the
speaks for
murder
itself,
of the
right?
man down there. The people who put him there have asked us to talk to you.
Oh, Mr. Kim, getting a syrup.
Huh. I see.
She takes a pensive drag on her menthol cigarette.
Be careful. Ask something else first. When
Like
you go
what?
there, use words like, I hear you have been through something difficult.
What is your name, miss? For the record. Nice room you got here. They've tell us you've been thought something different. They tell us you've been through something difficult. I noticed your room is close to mine. I have a personal question. Oh dear, okay. Be careful. Ask something else first when you go. Oh, you got a nice room here.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's pretty deluxe.
oh my god, really?
I have no idea, officer. I'm wintering.
How long have you been staying here?
About 4 months. I came in November. Here in the Whirling, here in Martinez, or here in
It was
Roseville?
cheap. It's cheap, yo.
Because it's the funkiest building in Martinez. And because all the other buildings are bombed to hell. Thank you. I've put a lot of time and effort into it.
Amazing. That was a good answer. I was like, do I want to let her know that I fucking searched her apartment kind of thing? But it's like, she's not stupid. She knows I searched her fucking apartment before I came out there. That's why she's out here, right? Thank you.
Technically, possession of narcotics is legal in Revachol, but you should still reprimand her.
With money, sir. It's not exactly the NT-star size caboodle I intend for it to be one day, but it's getting comes in handy when you've done too many opioids.
Is that something that happens to you often, miss?
It's good to be safe. You know. It's like playing roulette. It's bound to happen. So, you're kind of foolish not to have a kid.
Better safe than sorry.
Yeah. You never know, especially with street drugs, because it's all unregulated, right? It's not like, oh, this has a It's not pharmaceutical grade drugs that you can trust it to be the same potency, right? Sometimes it's like, oh, this shit's really powerful, right? Especially with fentanyl. Um, some of it's like weak, right? And others like, well, just like you take a little bit and it kills you. There's no way to know if you don't have like if you're not like a chemist, then you're gonna test it and shit, right? There's no way to know, right? This way, back in the day, we'd buy those fake CDNs that were basically counterfeit OxyContin 80s, and just shave a little bit off, and you do a tiny little rail just to see how fucking potent it was, because you had to be careful. And if you're shooting that shit, like, you gotta be really careful. Sometimes you could, like, you do a little bit and you'd be like, oh yeah, okay. And then you'd fucking grind up like half the pill, just boom, do a whole bunch. You're like, fuck yeah. And other times you'd do that little bit and you'd be like, oh wow, these ones are good. Your antagonist includes NACLA, an opioid antagonist. You seem to have, among other things, peptide.
Oh, yes. One of my favorites. It cures many ailments. Like not being able to stay up for 36 hours, not being happy.
Yeah,
it cures those
opioids
ailments.
now are so
It's just
dangerous.
a marriage speed molecule, basically.
Because they're all they're all fentanyl, right? Any opiate, any street opiate is basically fentanyl. It's an epidemic, and it's it's just wildly dangerous. Cool. Oh, just be straight up with their not being happy. It kills us. Just a mirrored speed molecule, basically. Nah, that's gonna be the eat fuck round. I'll just be like, look, yeah. Or maybe I'll even arrest her for having it while I confiscate it for that.
Very funky.
She takes a drag looking you straight in the eye.
Okay. Clasier Amandu.
Clasier. Where do you come from?
Vredefort, Republic of Oranje. A bad memory, officer.
A bad memory of what?
Of lilacs and lightning. Parks, glass. Duraluminium. Vredefort is a conference city. It's always autumn there. And night. At least it was for me.
What's so bad about that?
Nothing. If you're no longer there. I'm 28.
Oh.
Something stupid. Oranje's lit.
Oranje's lit. Oranje's is...
Oranje's literature. That's what I studied at the
Oranje's
university.
literature is tight. What is it about?
Fear of
Orange?
failure, fear of death, how it
Oh,
sucks to be
pure
Oranjese.
failure. Yeah.
All
there you go.
national literatures are... Only the name of the nation changes.
What about Revacholian literature? People sometimes reveal things about themselves when they discuss such matters.
No. Revacholian
Seems
lit
trippy.
is about how magnificent and serious Revachol is. It's about how you have to save the world. That's just a phase the Revacholian hero goes through.
I don't think I'm
before they plunge into full core humanity and world saving.
I think I'm gonna try to stay as gray as possible on this run and just be like impartial, doing my job, unless they really fucking like really railroad me. I'm gonna just try to not get. I'm not gonna be the extremist on either side unless they force me to.
She seems quite relaxed for a victim of assault. But, of course, what seems should not be your priority.
Nothing. I do nothing with it. Cool. I've made more money by just being than I have with Ranislet.
Ranislet. It's being
Many
what?
things.
A roller skating instructor, a secretary, Mr. Rang 37. She's not.
It's the world's most tired smile.
Oh.
Miss Aranye, now there is something you should linger on.
It's a beauty pageant, held in the year of our century 37, in Aranye.
She was 14 at the time.
Jesus. What is a beauty pageant?
It's a competition for stupid girls. Men look at them and choose the most beautiful.
What
When
is
you have
beauty?
the fewest deviations from the norm. I've been told it's a type of mediocrity that I possess.
What? Oh. When you have the fewest deviations from the norm, I've been told it's the type of mediocrity that I possess. So you were stupid. So you were the most
Yes.
beautiful.
And for that, I got a crown and a sash and a scepter. And a scholarship to study Oranislit.
And you were 14.
Indeed.
Her voice is indifferent to the number.
I disapprove of this
It was
custom.
okay. And it was called Miss Teen, Oranje 37, actually.
Okay, alright.
You'll be
well,
glad to hear the pageant was discontinued.
That's good, yeah. Can I take a look at your passport, please?
I'm afraid you can't, officer.
No.
Why is that?
Because it's buried in a sealed plastic bag at an undisclosed location on the coast.
Well,
along
you'll
with
be
cash and
buried in
airline
the seal.
tickets.
Thank you for your candor. Why?
They say so in your tourist brochure. Keep travel documents away from your person when west of the river. Look, officers, I like this place, but I don't want to be stuck wandering the city like a ghost after being robbed of my travel documents. I don't want to become an indentured servant in a brothel on Boogie Street, and I don't want my relatives to pay the ransom.
There are plenty of other reasons for hiding your documents from the law.
Do the same when I have to visit Bakersfield. I'm not sure what you mean. That's not why you... Actually, I have no idea what that is in reference to. What's not why you... That's not why you hide it.
It's also why I hid it.
Why, yes.
He's just suddenly very attentive.
I'm an unpopular girl. There are people back home who don't like me. If they show up, I'm in a hurry. The kind of hurry where you can't afford to not find your documents. But don't worry, this has nothing to do with your investigation. I would love to change the subject. It's not important. Unless I'm some kind of suspect. Phew.
Playfully. She doesn't seem to be overly distressed. Or distressed at all, really.
If I were to lie to you, I would come up with a more mainstream name than Clausia Mondu. It's a weird name.
Bakersfield is the New Jersey of California, which surprising since San Francisco and Oakland exist, is the New Jersey of California. Okay. New Jersey of California.
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie. She pours herself a coffee.
If any of this made her nervous, it certainly doesn't show in her expression or her movements.
The record. So official. Something difficult? I've been through at least half a dozen difficult things. Which one do you mean? By sexually assaulted, you mean raped?
Yes.
It's a bit early in the morning for raped, isn't it?
That's why I said sexually assaulted.
She sounds positively buoyant, vivacious, totally unbothered.
Actually, it's fucking like 11 p.m.
Is it?
It is. Squinting, she takes a look around. The sun sets in the sea. Long shadows pass over the plaza. Well, yeah, it's 23:06. It's 5 after 11 p.m.
It is evening.
It is.
Time flies, man.
Word.
Yeah.
So you were...
I'm gonna go with not raped. I don't want to say that shit about him.
By him, she must mean the victim.
Tell them it's not my style. They'll have to...
Yeah, I didn't get
if they
raped.
want
It's
to
not my
jazz up the
style.
charges, they'll have to get someone more, rapeable.
Right on. That's what I thought.
Are you saying that you were asked to tell us you were assaulted?
Not explicitly, but I understood what they meant. It wouldn't hurt to spice things up a bit. Some assault and battery. Sexual assault, maybe. It was clear the latter would be spicier.
Nah, he fucking bumped into her when he took the mic away from her or something. Are you sure you weren't raped? What did happen between you and the
We
victim?
partied.
You mean like a birthday party? What kind of party? Kind of idea? Like party?
With all due respect, sir, I think we partied a little harder than that.
Sweet. That's pretty hard. No one partied harder than me. Harder than this? No one partied.
Please, you're alive in 50. I've known people who party so hard they're dead at 14.
So do I.
What did you do when you partied?
Heroin. Basically anything I get my hands on. I don't know.
We drank, sir.
Yeah, a lot of booze.
For weeks, basically. We had that effect on each other.
Years.
We made each other drink harder. That's why I liked him.
It's like a contest.
What else?
Who could be the most self-destructive? Let's all get together and just be ridiculous.
Stimulants. Speed also has that effect, making you drink harder.
Fucking
And then
right, it
drinking
does.
harder makes you do more speed. It's quite the combination. We also had sex.
Whoa. After so much drinking and drugs, how did they manage it?
Hold on. Oh. That's it, miss. Hold on. You were lovers? Were feelings involved? No. Lovers? No, that's a pretty ignorant thing to say. Hear what she has to say about this.
Officer.
Your imagination starts worrying, whether you want it to or not.
This is amazing.
A little. The drugs were good enough, and we did enough of them.
How did you two meet?
The lieutenant's voice is quiet and calm.
Downstairs, at the bar. He was on some sort of assignment. A military man, as you probably know. Had a cool, scary scar.
When was this?
A month ago? Something like that.
Are you sure you were raped? Titus asked you to spice things up for us.
Pretty much.
She cradles her cup of coffee in both hands.
She must be very cold and exhausted of this life.
How are things? Oh, I'm cold and exhausted of this life. And they'd probably be like, oh. Anyways, but you must be hard for you seeing him there.
I'm sorry, I can't do it.
What?
Not right now. Later, maybe. I keep seeing him. Like he is now. I can't talk.
I know it's difficult, miss. We can return to it later.
You must have been hard for you seeing
Oh,
him
yes.
there. Yes.
I've had a great view.
Mhm.
From the roof, out of the bathroom window, in my dreams.
A bitter cringe. It hurts. You look to the lieutenant.
You look to the loo keeper, the toilet keeper, the lieutenant.
He takes a small step closer.
Or not the guy who lives in the toilet. The lieutenant. He takes a small step closer. It's
You
French.
called us, the RCM.
Yes.
Sarang at disco.
Jackpot.
Yakpot.
I made it. And I would appreciate it if you didn't tell everyone. In Martinez, they call it snitching.
Okay.
Reporting crimes is confidential in Ravachol, miss.
The eat fuck session, I'll tell anybody that fucking ass. Or any option I'll have, I'll black blur out. Before we go, if it's something that why do it. But, well, no.
I didn't exactly disguise it. I just muffled the mic and nicked the landline a little. With nail clippers. And I diverted some radio fuzz into it. Into the cold wire.
Nice.
You were right to suspect there might be foul play involved with the broken phone line.
Let me die, he says it must been horrifying for everyone to see the dead hanging from the tree. It got to get Gary, Sylvie. It got to Gary, Sylvie, and Glacia. Yeah, it hung there for like a week. That's fucking just horrific. Just you'd come out and you just be like, oh, fuck. It's just wild. In the process, you broke the landline downstairs.
Did I?
You did.
Fuck. I didn't mean to. I had no idea what I was doing.
Jigsaw falling into place. This is satisfying. Good catch. I appreciate the symmetry. Still, that's pretty clever tampering. Simple and clever. Crossing the lines like that.
Seems like you had some idea. That was it.
Thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
I don't know, sir. It was stupid. I was
It's
drunk
getting
too.
creative.
Probably afraid the Union was listening.
You're like, I'm the smartest person
Locals
in
say
the
they
world.
have
It
ears in
worked.
the wires.
I only know because she told me.
Thank you for making the call, miss. It was the right thing to do.
I didn't want to, sir.
Are you
But if I
sure you
hadn't,
weren't
I'd
raped?
still be hanging there. He had something to do with the strike. One has been roiling since I got here.
Roy.
Rotten timing.
What's
But
your
I
name?
brought a
Roy?
note about it.
Roy Ling. I wonder if there's somebody around in the world named Roy Ling. Oh, that'd be amazing. Alright, I gotta stretch my leg a little bit. Oof. Stand up. Oh, it's not so bad. A little more proactive on it today. He had something to do with the strike. Oh, yeah.
And his role in this strike was
I'm
what?
gonna walk in place for a little bit. What's
I
what?
think he was in a security detail. He was ex-military, worked for Wild Pines, and against the Union. We didn't discuss work much, if you know what I mean. But I understood it was dangerous.
And they lynched him for it?
Damn straight.
She nods.
She nods. How do you know the Hardy Boys? How do the Hardy Boys know you?
They're frequent guests. Downstairs,
Oof.
we have a booth for Union members. They're probably down there now.
Make use of that footstool there because what's that? That's good. That's good. You know.
Over drinks. It's been a long, boring winter.
Did you party?
A little, yeah.
Huh.
Like you partied with the deceased?
Oh boy, did we ever.
No,
No.
not as hard.
Hard.
I'm sorry to have to
Hard.
ask this, but have you had a physical relationship with any of the Hardy Boys?
Ooh.
I have.
Which one?
Which ones, sir?
Ooh.
I don't remember precisely. Titus, obviously. But as I said, it's been a long winter.
She breathes a silvery sigh of relief and weariness. The air on the roof feels humid.
Should we head back downstairs, officer? We may...
As you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint. From a distant sunset, a stage light, flash photography, nowhere in particular. It's just what superstar law officers do. They squint at lights, and they solve shit.
Actually, now that I hear superstar and law officer in a sentence, they sound weird together. I've been established I'm not a superstar.
What are
the
you,
first
deaf?
one.
They're perfect, like rock star politician and drug addict teacher.
Drug
Embrace the
addict
superstar
teacher.
you've worked so hard to
cow.
establish. Yeah, you have. You're a big dick cop, Dick Mullen. Salam Rocky Bayi, badass on the edge disco cop. Time to recede into a ludicrous fantasy world. Here we go. Camera, lights. With a sudden flash, the world freezes around you. and you along with it. In an iconic monochrome solution, a black silhouette against a rasterized orange world. It's on.
Looks like we have more to discuss with those so-called Hardy boys. Half their reasoning just went out the window. Nothing will make them respect the RCM, but it will disrupt the game they prepared for us. We just stripped off one layer of whatever it is. Her decision to not corroborate their story was definitely not part of the plan. What else could she have done? Lie? She saw there was no way to lie and get away with it. If not you, then me. It was a smart move from her. You think so? Being candid is the best way to lie. The appearance of candor with some facts thrown in draws attention away from whatever one chooses to omit. She may be trying to control the pace of the investigation. Anyway, we should move. I suspect our inquiries will bring us back here soon enough.
Thanks for walking me home, Mr. Kim.
It's getting cold, this late in the night. Time to call it a day.
Good night, Mr. Kim. Thanks for walking me home, bro.
Good night, officer. We'll meet in front of the shack in the morning.
God, this
On the
game
table, we
looks
see a bowl
beautiful
of
at
water,
night.
a rough soap, and next to it, a small hand mirror. A straight razor
Yeah.
soaks inside the wash basin.
Time to shave. Oh, what?
The water reflects back a vague image of your face. Nose bulbous and red, hair unkempt, wrinkles lining the eyes and forehead. The stash is gigantic. You'll be looking like a pansy without the chops. A fucking pansy.
Oh, for sure.
A fresh start looms ahead. Clean yourself up and be born anew.
I just wanted to take a little, soak it in a little bit. Alright. I do had it. Thanks for hang. Alright.
It's getting cold. The bed is comforting, if a bit run down. Still, you've earned a rest. Across the room, the heating system hums its soft lullaby. The mattress feels soft and sheets warm. It only takes you moments for the world to fall away.
Thoughts, baby. A million little lights in the dark. You're one fine instrument, brother. All those faces and all those names. All that laughter and screaming and scheming around. Every corner and every street.
Recorded in you forever on Faraday.
On and on it goes, for untold hours. At the disco where you first asked her to dance. Rising, rising, above the dark curvature, the great wingspan of sleep, studded with stars.
Behold, there are millions of them down there. The first time, the last time, the smoke in her mouth, the plotted flowers, the faces turning, changing.
What is it?
It's the world, Harry boy, and you're made of it. Every day you're out there, you make more of yourself from it. I'm afraid you can't be unmade now. You can never forget this shit.
all stuck on loop. Whirling, spitting out words and images.
You're the son of the world again. Harristar, a ceaseless agent. Picking up litter and old newspapers. Collecting your little bubblegum wrappers and idiotic picture postcards. Meaningless, meaningless keepsakes.
Reading your awful letters and recalling things, aren't you? The endless names of the world. An address book you are. The map of a city.
It's too late. You're not made of nothing anymore. You're something now, Harry. I tried to drown you in the black water, but you re-emerged, kicking and screaming.
Where you
running.
fall asleep after the hardest
And
shift
for
in your
what?
life, knowing you'll repeat it again tomorrow. It's like, oh.
For the money, baby. For the greater good.
Solving your little crossword puzzles. Doing your tasks. Crossing names off lists. Trying to become some sort of world detector. It won't make it okay. It won't put smoke back in her mouth. There he goes again. He's a real political animal, our Harry. He still doesn't see that it's the world changing around him.
He's got no idea what he's in for.
'Cause only love can break your heart. Beep, beep, beep. The alarm is ringing, Harry. The disco circus goes on and on. You barely slept 3 hours last night.
You can do it. It's nothing. Do it for the city. Go. Do it for the wind. Do it for the picture puzzle. Put it all together. Solve the world. One conversation at a time. Good. You're up. Listen, there's something that's been bothering you for a few days now.
What is it?
It's a suspicion, or a feeling, really, that things are not quite in hand around here.
Yeah. I think I'm dead.
An earth-shattering deduction from your psyche. What will those guys come up with next? Every day, things seem to spin more and more wildly, out of control. The center isn't holding. And despite your efforts to moderate and contain these energies, things only seem to be getting worse.
Thought things were going pretty well. Let's get right to it. What needs to be done?
You've got to find out who bears
La responsibility. What exactly is la responsibility?
the most awesome, terrible thing
Okay.
It is human nature to crave la responsabilité and to deny it. That's why it must be distributed across many different organizations, agencies, offices, and portfolios. Harry, you're thinking about this too narrowly. La responsabilité isn't concerned with trivial questions like who killed who. It's about the real issues, the human welfare index, the price of staple goods, the transition to real democracy. Whoa. This isn't some kind of dictatorship. You can't simply seize la responsabilité for yourself. It must be given by a legitimate authority. Like a committee. There is always time to follow best practices.
There's always time
Once
for a
someone's
committee.
decided to cut corners for the sake of expediency, who knows what else they're capable of? Swift, decisive action. Mass executions. Fun stuff. That's what they're capable of. Only the most even-keeled minds in Martinez. Your half-brother, the lieutenant, is a natural place to start. Together, you'll be able to discover who has la responsabilité in Revachol. And, if necessary, you'll have the wisdom and expertise to assign it among yourselves. Most likely, your findings will be collected in a report, which will be carefully reviewed by your superiors. Once they've reviewed it, those same superiors will produce a set of recommendations to be taken up at the next meeting of the Standing Committee. Rest assured, no matter what happens, it will be done through the proper channels. Good luck. Your report is eagerly anticipated.
Oh my goodness, this game. This game. Alright, we're working on that thought. White morning. I need to unlock. It's a new day. Oh. Oh my goodness. Alright, so I'm not even gonna exit the room. I'm just gonna call it there. We've been streaming for 3.5 hours roughly. Pretty close. Thanks for hanging out, and thanks for hitting the like button, and we'll see you next time. Cheers. Take it easy, everyone. Oh, go to 2. Right, got some rest. Yeah, I gotta get some sleep because I work at, it is 11:42 a.m. right now, and I work at 11 p.m. tonight. So, we'll see y'all maybe later this evening. Before that, no promises, but we'll see ya as soon as I get home from work tomorrow morning at like roughly 7 a.m. We will be streaming again. Till next time, stay fresh.